Hi, I'm Megan. This is workout video number 2. We've got 3 different circuits. One is upper body, one's lower body, and one is core. Start with a warm up and finish with a cool down. For this workout, you're going to need resistance bands and an exercise ball. So we'll start with our warm up. So we've got 10 bodyweight squats. Make sure we're going down to 90 degrees. Putting our weight in our heels. And then lateral squats, we'll do 5 on each side. Again, 90 degrees. Do one more. And gates. And we'll do 5-inch worms. Putting down into a plank position. Stretch out your hamstrings. One more. And knee up and grab. Do 5 on each side. Inhale up and grab. Feel that stretch. We'll take a little break, get a drink of water, and then we'll begin our upper body circuit. So we've got bodyweight arm extension push-ups, banded bicep curls, and single arm lat pull downs. So we'll start with our bodyweight arm extension push-ups, and we have 3 sets of 8 of these. We're going to go into our push-up position, and if this is too far, you can move down to this way. We're going to do push-up, and then we're going to go down and extend our arms. Push-up. And do 8 of these. Stay in a straight body position. And 8. Then we have banded bicep curls. So I have short bands, but if you have long bands, you can wrap it under your foot. I'm going to do them standing, but since I have a short band, I'm going to kneel. It's easier for me to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So we have 8 of these on each arm. I'm going to pull it straight up, nice and slow. And I'm going to switch sides. Really squeeze at the top. Good. And then we're going to do our single arm lat pull downs. And if you have a long band, you can just grab it like in the middle and pull it down. But since I have short band, I'm just going to use lines. So we're going to start with one arm reaching up. The other arm, we're going to pull down this way. We don't want it to be back too much, but almost in front of you. And as you pull down, pinch your shoulder blades together. So that's one. And switch. Pull your elbows into your ribs and squeeze your shoulder blades. Now I lost count, but I think that's 8. And then we'll go back into our push-ups. So I'm going to stay down in the half push-up this time and show you how to do it that way. So I'm going to go down. 2. Try to lower down slowly so you're not just slamming on the ground. One more. Good. Back into our banded bicep curls. Line straight up. Last one. And switch. And 8. Then our lat pull downs. So one arm extended, I'm going to pull the other one down, squeezing your shoulders. You almost want to try and elbow yourself in the side as you're squeezing your shoulder blades. And 8, switch. Seven and 8. I'll take a break and then move on to our last step. We'll go back into our push-ups. We'll stay in the kneeling position. When we do our push-ups, we want to make sure that our shoulders are over our elbows. Extend, and elbows are over wrists. I think that's 5. 6. Last one. bicep curls. Again, keeping our shoulder or our elbow in tight and pulling straight up. Eight. Switch. And while you're doing that, make sure to keep your hands in this sort of grip instead of this way, or up and down. And then our last set of pull downs. Switch. Then we'll take a quick break and we'll move on to our lower body circuit. So we've got 3x8 alternating single leg RDLs, and we have banded adduction and banded abduction. And we'll just need the resistance band for this one. And we'll do our RDLs with no weight. I'm going to use this chair to hold my band for when we do our adduction and abduction. But for RDLs, we're going to start on one leg, and basically you're going to go down, balance on one leg until you feel a pull back in your hamstring, and then stand up quickly. So we'll go and do 8 of those on one side. And as you come up, squeeze in your glutes. 2. Sometimes it's hard to keep your balance, so if you need to hold onto a chair or something, that will help. And 8. Then we're going to switch sides. Stand up quick, squeeze at the top. Try and keep all of your weight over your standing leg. Two more. And 8. Then we have adduction, and adduction means adding to the rest of your body. So you're going to start with it apart and pull it close. I'm going to try and do it on the chair, but it's probably easier with something that's more stable or heavier. So you're basically going to start with your leg in your resistance band and pull it closer to you, and you'll feel a pull in your adductors. So we'll do 8 of those. That's 1, 2, 3. It's easy. It'll be harder if you pull it together and hold, or if you do a slow lower out. So then we're going to do the other side, and for the sake of showing you, I'm going to move the chair over here and do it this way. So we're going to start with it apart and move it together. Ideally, you'll be standing straight up and down, but since I have to hold the chair, I have to stand a little bit further away. So now we're going to do abduction, which means we're going to push it away. We're going to work this side of our leg. So we're going to do the opposite leg. We're going to start with our feet close together and pull this foot away. That's one. And squeeze your glutes. It's 8. Like I said, it's going to be easier to do on something that's more stable, so not a chair. I'm going to do the opposite leg. So we're going to hold close and pull away. And move into our RDLs. You need a break, you can grab some water. We'll go back into our single leg RDLs. I'm going to start on my right leg. And I'll show you from the front this time. So we're going to put most of my weight over this leg as I'm lifting the back one and squeezing the glutes at the top. And then snapping forward. So go down, feel the stretch, and snap up. So this also works on your balance. Lost it there. There you go. And we'll switch sides now. I'll show you the side angle again. For some people, one side is easier than the other. You always want to keep your back leg in line with your torso. So like as you lean over, it's almost like a lever. And 8. We'll do our adductors again. Work around the ankle. And the adductors we're pulling into the rest of our body. We're going to start. 1. And the farther you stand away, the harder it'll be. So I'm going to do the other side. Facing you. Standing away. And pulling in. And then we'll switch feet. Abduction. So we're going to start close together and move apart. Switch sides. 7, and 8. We'll take a quick break and then finish our last set. So we got our RDLs again, starting with our right leg. Like I said, it's easy to lose your balance, so we'll try that again. Squeezing the glutes. Seven and 8. Switching sides. 6. Last one. 8. And we're going to do adduction. So we're pulling together. 8. And switching sides. 'Then abduction. So switch. And pull away. 8. Do our last side. 8. Then lastly, we're going to move on to our core circuit and finish with our static stretching. So for the core, we're going to do flutter kicks. We have 2 of 20 of those total and 3 10 ball passes. So we're going to start with our ball passes. So basically, you're going to hold your exercise ball between your feet and pass it up to your hands. You're trying to stay in a hollow position, not letting your feet fall to the ground. So we'll do 8 of those, and then our flutter kicks. So flutter kicks, you can either put your hands down to your side and kick, or above your head. I like to do above my head. I'm going to do basically 10 of each side, so 20 total. Good. And take a break if you need it. And then one more set of 8 of the ball passes. Here's 8. If you need to take a break in between them, you can. As long as you get up to 8. And then we'll do our last set of flutter kicks. And the faster you go, the harder it will get. So if you want it to be easier, you can go slower. And then our last 8 ball passes. So we're gonna go to 4, take a break, and then do our final 4. 4. Breathe for a second. Then we have our static stretching. We got shoulders. So we're going to go across the body and hold. Switch. And over your head. And switch. And then we're going to do legs. So we're going to go into a lunge position. You're going to lean forward until you feel the stretch. And you don't want to do any bouncing, you just want to slide deeper into your stretch. We'll hold that. Not to the point where it hurts, but just where you can feel the stretch. Then sit back, stretch your hamstrings. If you pull your toe back, you'll feel it more in your calf. And switch sides. Sit back. You can hold these as long as you want to. And we're going to move into a spinal twist. We're going to put one leg over the other, and your opposite arm is going to go over. And just pull. switch. You'll feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings. And the same muscles that we use to do our abduction. And lastly, we'll move into back extension. So we're going to move up, stretch this way. Stretch our abs. Okay, move into and back up. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video.